In continuation of our previous video where we took the full directory backup of our MySQL instance, after that we performed few DML on our tables, and then we took the incremental uh, directory backup of our instance. Uh, in this video we will try to make use of them and restore our instance. Before that, this is the location of our full directory backup, and this is the location of our incremental directory backup. Let's see few details by going inside of those directories. Let's go into meta. This backup variables shows the details of the backup, till what binary log position, until what binary log file, until what end LSN this backup is consistent. So we will see that. So you can see from the binary log position, this backup is consistent till binary log file 14 and till binary log position 1390 and till end LSN value ending with 1729. So this file backup variables, in the case of backup, it will show the point till which the backup is consistent, and if we are performing a restore operation, and in that time it will show till what binary log file and till what binary log position until what end LSN values backup has been restored. That's one detail, and the other detail is IB backup underscore log file. We'll talk a little bit about that. As we discussed in our earlier videos, during the backup, a backup block is acquired on our instance and it is released. But during our backup, DML can be performed fine on our InnoDB tables, and the DML that are being performed while the backup is in progress, the redo of that would be written into our redo log file, and a copy of the redo log file would be written into this IB backup underscore log file, so that this backup can be made till a consistent point. So there are actually few details about this. If we have performed the backup using the backup command, then in our restore operation we are supposed to apply the changes that are recorded in this IB backup underscore log file on our data files, so that the instance is brought to a consistent point. So this copy back not only copies the files and apply log, copy back and apply log. Copy back copies back the files, and apply log actually applies the changes that are recorded in our IB backup log file on our instance files, and will bring them to a consistent point. Similar way, this can be achieved in other ways also. If you have performed the backup using backup command, this apply log just brings the files to a consistent point by applying the changes recorded in the IB backup log file. Then we can actually perform the copy back command. This will actually restore the files to the original location, or to whatever location that you specify. But in case if you have actually performed the backup using this backup and apply log command, what it does is it not only backs up the files, but it also applies the changes that are recorded in our IB backup log file on top of the files in the backup, so that the backup can be restored with simply by specifying copy back. So that is the detail of that. So in our scenario, we will make use of this command. We made in our backup, we made use of only the backup. So we have to go with either of option 1 or option 2. I am planning to make use of the option 2. We will apply the log, so that the changes recorded in this IB backup log file will be returned to our files of the instance, and on top of that we will apply the changes that are recorded in our incremental backup. Let's see the detail of it. The command to apply the changes recorded in this IB backup log file on top of this files is this thing. The command is MySQL backup. We are invoking the utility, And on top of our backup directory, this is our full backup directory. We are just applying the log so that the changes recorded in this IB backup log file will be applied on top of all the files. So when we run this, so it has completed fine. The changes recorded are applied fine. There will be few changes made to our directory. We can see them. Now it has actually created IB log file 1 and IB log file 0. It has actually created them now under the backup data directory itself. Previously we didn't have those two files. This was before the restore. Before the restore we actually had only IB backup underscore log file. We didn't have IB log file 0 and IB log file 1. They were created now after the apply log command. And under the meta, these two files are created newly again, backup variables, as we discussed earlier. It will show the point till what the restore is done. I mean, see, till binary log file 14 and 1390 and till end LSN. These the files are ready till this point, and we can simply restore them using the copy back command. But we are not doing this. On top of this, we will apply the incremental backup that we have taken. Let's run the command to apply the incremental backup on top of this full backup which is ready for restore. Let's run the command. This is the command to apply the incremental backup on top of our prepared backup. So this is a location of my incremental backup, and this is the location of my prepared full backup now. The reason I am saying prepared backup is after we apply the log on top of our raw full backup, it becomes the prepared backup. So it is now ready for incrementals to be applied. And this is the actual command which applies the incremental backup. Let's run this. Okay, it is now, the incremental backup is now been applied, and we can see from the log till 1952 and till binary log file 14 this has been applied. You can get the same details from our backup variables also. Let's go into our backup variables. Okay, till binary log file 14 and till binary log position 1952 it has applied, and till end LSN ending with 9306 it has applied. Actually what we have done is on top of our raw full backup we have applied the log, and then it becomes the prepared backup, and after getting the prepared backup we have applied the incremental backup. So our backup is now ready till the point where took the incremental backup. In case if we need a confirmation for that, we can go into the directory of our incremental backup location. This is our incremental directory backup location, and in that we can go to meta. We can see the backup variables here, and our backup variables binary log position shows this incremental backup is consistent till point binary log file 14 and 1952 and ending with end LSN 9306. This is from our full backup after we applied the incremental backup, and it also shows the same thing, binary log file 14 and binary log position 1952 and ending with end LSN 9306. what we have done till now is we have applied the log on our full backup so that it becomes a prepared full backup or a prepared backup, and on top of our prepared backup we have actually applied our incremental backup. We can perform this step as soon as a incremental backup of our database is taken. While we were preparing our backup for restore, all this time MySQL instance was running fine. Now let's create a situation where we have lost all of our files, that is redo file, undo file, data file, system files, everything. For us everything is in our default location, that is in where lib mysql. Let's rename that. Now we will not be able to connect to MySQL. Okay, let's safely stop our MySQL instance. Now let's perform the copy back operation. Our backup is in this location. Backup. We have just prepared our backup. We have applied the incremental backup on this thing. We just need to restore the files. Everything is intact now. So the command to restore the files is copy back. There is no need to apply the log. Okay, it has just copied back all the files of the instance. First the InnoDB related files, starting to copy all InnoDB files, and then it performed copying the binary log files, and then it performed the copy of all non-InnoDB files. So everything is brought back now. So this is our MySQL. Let's change the ownership of it. Okay, let's rename this file backup auto. We should be good to start our instance now. Okay, it is started. Let's access it. Okay, got all our databases back. Let's see the list of tables. Select star from given. Okay, now we can see the complete table is restored. As part of the incremental backup, we added 3 records, 10, 11, 12. They are back. So as part of this table we added 3 records 10 11 12, they are also back. Let's see the other database. We have not made any changes here. This is a non-InnoDB table, MySQL table. So with this we brought our instance to a position where we have performed the incremental backup. Our database is being restored till the point where we have performed the incremental backup. And that concludes the video. Thank you for watching.